Hey guys, this is Kay from KS Anonymous, and I am back with another episode of r/Tales from Retail. Now, I like this particular subreddit because you can get a large range of stories. You can feel outraged and then have your hope in humanity restored and just laugh at morons. All of the above kind of happens in this subreddit, so I wanted to share some stories with you today. We run an ice cream shop. A big piece of our winter business is ice cream cakes, and we've got a pretty good reputation for making the best around. But it's still winter, and we're only open 5 days a week. We close on Mondays and Tuesdays until the weather warms up a bit. Me is me, CL is crazy lady. Customer fills out our online form to order a cake for her 6-year-old daughter. Indicates that she wants to pick it up on Sunday. No problem. I replied to her via the email she supplied and told her we'd have it ready on Sunday for her. I come in to open up on Wednesday, and there's an angry voicemail from the woman complaining that she came to pick up her cake on Monday afternoon and she can't believe we're closed. I call her up and she absolutely chews me out. Crazy lady says her daughter's birthday is ruined. We're the worst business she's ever dealt with, etc. Typical crazy parent reaction. When she calms down enough to take a breath, I ask her, if you needed the cake on Monday, why did you indicate that you'd pick it up on Sunday? Crazy lady says, "No, I didn't. I know what day my daughter's birthday is. It's your fault for not telling me that you're closed on Monday." Okay, so I've got the email showing exactly what she ordered, and my email reply where I stated, "We'll have it ready for you on Sunday." Me. Did you get my email response? Crazy lady. I don't read email. Well, we state on the form that we'll respond by email to confirm, and it says right here that you'll pick it up on Sunday at 2 p.m. Crazy lady. Changing her story now. Well, I said Sunday, but just in case I decided to pick it up early. I really wanted to pick it up on Monday, and you should have told me that you're closed on Monday. Me. So I was supposed to realize that even though you said you'd pick it up on Sunday, you really meant to pick it up on Monday, and I was to warn you about that? Crazy lady. Yes! Me. Okay, have a nice day. Click. Edited. Update. We updated the decoration message on the cake to simply read "Happy Birthday," took off the daughter's name, and another customer came in about an hour later and bought it. You gotta love people who want you to read their minds and get so mad when you can't. So I used to work at a retail store that mainly sold batteries and light bulbs. Amazing, I know. Since we had to work with all sorts of batteries and bulbs, we needed to go through all of these training modules for how to properly handle every kind of battery or light bulb. This included car batteries and how to also install them, which for where we were was super illegal since we didn't have a permit that let us do so. Anyway, we are constantly reminded on how to test the car batteries properly and check their current voltage, temperature, etc. You always want to put the clamps on the corresponding terminals, an example, positive to positive, negative to negative. This will be important a little later. On this shift, it's myself and my coworker, let's call him Marth. Now, Marth is an older man who has worked with cars for a super long time before working here. He fixed them a lot, so I always let him take lead on anything about cars when it was just the two of us. He never minded since it was a specialty of his. This shift was one of the closing ones, and after being there for longer than the pay was worth, both of us were exhausted. It's winter and pitch black outside, and we just want to go home. Around 7:15 p.m., we closed at 8 p.m., a customer walks in with his car battery lower than it should be. Not exactly dead, but not winning any battery awards either. We begin the usual line of questioning and testing. What is the battery being used for? Have you been maintaining it properly, etc. The customer tells us that the battery has been crapping out on him and he wants a new one. No problem. We take his old one to the back and fill out the proper paperwork for him. We pull the battery out and test our battery to make sure that it's all good. The battery is a little low, but the car should charge it up fine. Now, the policy of the store is that we first try to sell the batteries that have been there the longest, since they would be the ones likely to die sooner. We tried to keep all our batteries properly maintained, so this wasn't a really big issue, but it looked like we missed one. Just so he can do good by both our boss and the customer, Marth offered to charge it up with one of the jump packs on the shelf. The customer was pretty relaxed and had no issue with it. Now this whole time, I've been just casually chatting with the customer and cleaning the store since we were about to close, so I was pretty oblivious to what Marth was doing. If you don't know what a jump pack is, it's basically a portable device that could jumpstart a battery, giving it a quick boost in charge and voltage. He proceeds to grab one of the jump packs and begins hooking it up to the battery. Since he was there since opening 8 AM and worked roughly 40 plus hours a week, he was understandably tired. To this day, I'm not sure what went through his mind when he put the clamps on the wrong terminals and flipped the jump pack switch. Almost immediately, the battery began to smoke from its terminals as sparks were flying everywhere. All three of us were in a state of shock. Marth was the first who snapped back and immediately ripped off the clamps. The terminals on the battery had melted bad. It looked like someone took a bite out of one of the terminals, as the other had hot and bubbly metal replacing what was once the positive terminal. We were all silent, and then began hysterically laughing about how we almost destroyed a battery. We went and gave the customer another battery, this one at the perfect voltage, and a discount for his troubles. He was more than happy to pay regular price after that show, but Marth insisted. I don't know how, but the boss never gave Marth a hard time about it, and eventually Marth even bought the messed up battery for his own car. So I guess everything worked out in the end. I love how they just almost blew up a battery. It was fantastic. It's just a fun story to share. This is gonna be short, but I have to share it. A guy was showing interest in a jacket, but didn't have the money for it, so we explained the benefits of the credit card to him. He applied. Awesome for us, awesome for him. He gets to buy the jacket. Except, we hear the alarm go off and look to see him running out of the store with the jacket he hadn't purchased. Sensor still attached. This idiot put in his social security number, home address, phone number, everything, and he steals a jacket. We have this idiot's home address. We have a credit card on file for him. I didn't know this level of stupidity existed in the world, yet here we are. I love stories about stupid people, to be completely honest, so I just had to include this one here for you guys. And for a bit of a change of pace when it comes to retail stories, this one I picked for last. It was around 4 AM. In this time, almost no one visits a convenience store. I was watching a strange cat video, and a bicycle stopped in front of the shop. An old man comes in. He ordered a pack of cigarettes. After he paid the money, he looked like he was hesitating to ask me something. I handed over the change, and finally he asked me, "Old man, student, may I have your help?" Me, "Okay, what do you need?" I wasn't busy at all, so I could give him some help easily. The old man, "Do you have some handwriting skills? I have to write a letter, but I can't write." I could help him as I have some time, but I don't have very good handwriting skills. When my teachers look at my handwriting, they say that it looks like crawling worms. For that reason, I am so glad I am typing with this keyboard and not handwriting. I can't write well. Old man, that's not a big deal. I can't write at all. It was the middle of dawn. Maybe I was the best handwriter around here. Me. Okay, I'll try my best. Old man. Thanks. You have to write what I say. I heard what he spoke. It seemed like he has a struggle with his boss. He said 3 sentences. As I write what he said and showed it to him, I could read his slightly disappointed face. Actually, I was disappointed in myself anyway. Old man. Silence. Me. I'll write it better again. When I was rewriting the letter, he offered me a drink. I refused it once because writing is not so hard for me, but as he offered it to me again, I changed my mind and took the offer. If I refused his favor again, he might feel like he had a debt, and also, a free drink is free. And as I finished the rewrite, he asked me to fold the letter in a good form. I knew what he meant, but I'm not talented in folding paper well. I tried, but it didn't turn out how I imagined. But he took it happily anyway. He thanked me repeatedly and left the shop. I'm so glad that I could help him and hope his conflict with his boss will be resolved well. See, I like stories like these because even though I had to kind of change a little bit how they said things, maybe English isn't their first language. Maybe this is from a different country, but I think it's nice because even in retail and situations like that, you run across situations where people need help and you can offer them help, and it's just like a mutual awesome situation where there wasn't like a huge gain really for the clerk other than a free drink, but the old man just didn't know how to write and he got some help from someone with some bad handwriting, but hey, you know, like they both helped each other out. So I really liked that story. I wanted to include it for you guys. Anyway, that's going to end today's video. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and drop a like for me. And if you want to hear more, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!